Good morning from Texas.
Good morning, everybody.
Kim and Chad, grab your cup of coffee. I've got my Making Me Awesome coffee.
So, hi. How are you? Kim has a nice presentation.
But first, we received this morning a new Temu order.
Yay, a new Temu order.
We're going to go through it. Actually, this is stuff we ordered right after we got done recording the last Temu unboxing. Okay, so this is a magnifier with auxiliary clamp, AC/DC interchangeable. So we're gonna let Chad put this all together because this is for his jewelry.
How did I ever say it? I make jewelry. I think I did. I'm just that kind of.
There's instructions in here. That's your light.
Down. Figure it out.
Instructions. So let me move on to the next thing.
Okay, you move on to the next thing. We'll like light.
You know, kind of how you keep little kids entertained.
Here's a shiny thing, Jacob.
Remember, if you watched our previous unboxing, I mentioned there was a pair of shoes on Temu that I really wanted, and he still owed me 2 pairs from the coupon he gave me on my last birthday. Well, the ones I wanted were out of stock. So, I got these ones, which they're not as cool as the ones I really wanted, but these are still pretty cool. These are my new shoes. Got a little bit of a heel to them. They seem pretty light, so they're not gonna keep me from walking. They have a heel strap, so I won't walk out of them. And they go in between my big toe and my next toe. And luckily on both feet, those 2 toes aren't messed up.
Your mommy toe.
Look at my shoes.
Get my craft glasses out.
Oh, this is I'm gonna open this because it's corrector on that side, and it's hard to see even with my hand behind it. And it's a bronzer, which I will probably use as a highlighter on that side. So I'm excited about this. Always need concealer under my eyes to hide the bags. And there are places on my face I kind of need a highlighter on. And then this magnifier. This is my magnifier. I bought one at the Dollar Tree that was lighted. That was really cool. And then the lens area got all scratched up from being in my desk.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to keep this package. But this is my magnifier. It says it's times 30. So let's try and read the back of the jewelry thing, which it's super tiny. I wouldn't be able to read that without a magnifier, even with my glasses on. Oh, I guess I have to charge up or put batteries in. Yeah, I gotta put batteries in.
Oh, battery's not included.
That's okay. I got plenty of AA and double C and AAA batteries and C batteries.
And J batteries.
If I look at this, guess what? I can read it.
Hot Finkelsteins.
Base material, 100% brass. The jewelry shop. These are ones we got at Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah. So, this works.
And we had no idea what they were until we got a magnifying. Oh gosh, look at that. After you know, you buy something to help you, because these are super magnifiers. And I'm looking up and I'm going, wow, you handsome devil, you.
Are they your BC glasses?
They're my DC.
And I think that was all we got because it was a really small order.
Really small order.
It was a really small order.
From Temu?
Shoes, corrector, highlighter, my magnifier, your magnifier with clip for jewelry. So yeah, it was a small order.
These are some pretty glasses. Like you said, BC.
Okay, and all of you who've been in the military, you'll understand what I mean. So,
We used to call them RPGs.
so today, I was thinking, I had listened to a podcast by Scott Cardinal, who is a terrific architectural historian. He tells the best stories. His voice just is made for storytelling. And it was about the real names of all these actors of the silver screen age. And back then it was like every actor and actress had a stage name. And knowing their original names, I don't blame them that they wanted. So I thought, that's great. A lot of these we know. But then I was like, what about current actors, actresses, musicians? Do they have stage names? And believe it or not, they don't.
Little twist there on there.
I mean, I went through over 80 names to look for their birth name, their real name.
Oddly enough, that first one right on the list.
Yeah, like Kid Rock. Okay, we know Kid Rock is a stage name. His real name is Robert James Ritchie. And Uncle Cracker, stage name.
Not his real name.
His real name is Matthew Schaefer. And then, okay, Diana Ross was born Diane Earl.
Put it together just like that.
Doo-doo! And Donna Summers was LaDonna Adrian Gaines. So those were stage names, but not too far off their original name. This next one, Pat Benatar, who is one of my favorite female artists, singers from the 80s. Her original name is Patricia May Andrzejewski. It's Andrzejewski. So it's still
Beyond my pronunciation skills,
yeah.
please don't say anything nasty about
So glad she took the last name Benatar.
Benatar. When Benatar is a step up.
Yeah. Ozzy Osbourne, believe it or not, is a stage name. He was born John Michael Osbourne.
Oh, and you wonder, why did he get the nickname Ozzy, or did they just start calling him Ozzy?
That I didn't look into.
Michael, let's give you a different name. You just don't seem like.
Ozzy just doesn't seem tough enough.
No, you're going to be the Prince of Darkness. I don't think his name is Michael.
Okay. Another one that it shouldn't surprise you. Vin Diesel is a stage name for
Jaime Rabinowitz.
Mark Sinclair.
Oh.
But yeah, Vin fits him much more than Mark. Because his action movies. And I think the first movie I saw him in was the movie where he's a prisoner, he can't see because he lives underground in the darkness.
Where he's that mercenary.
Riddick. Sorry. Miley Cyrus is a stage name. Well, the first part is a stage name. She's Billy Ray Cyrus's daughter. But she was born Destiny Hope.
Mama was a hippie. Daddy was a Rolling Stone.
And I've heard tell with her, I saw an interview with Billy Ray, her dad. And when she was little, she was always smiling. And so they called her Smiley. So when she needed a stage name, they went with Miley Cyrus after the Smiley. The next one is an actress who was obviously raised a good Catholic.
She has 2 first names and 2 middle names.
Sorry, I tried to say good Catholic girl. So Meg Ryan was actually born Margaret Mary Emily Ann Hyra.
Need more of you on there. Margaret, it's like 2 girls, like Siamese twins. Margaret, Mary, Emily, and Hyra.
Yeah. So all the other ones I found were basically...
Not far off. I mean,
like, okay, Billy Idol was born William Michael Albert Broad, which he's going to have 3 names before his last name because he's English and they tend to use multiple.
Really?
Yeah.
That was not a thought I think I've ever had, but I never noticed that.
Yeah. And then Demi Moore, believe it or not, when you hear her real name, nobody is named Jaime Rabinowitz. Demi Moore's real name was Demetria Jean, Gene, Guinness, or Guynes, Guynes. So, I don't blame her for...
Yeah.
Not that there was anything wrong with Demetria. She went with Demi, a version of her real name. But the other ones were like, okay, I'm going to drop my middle name and go with the shortened version of my first name. Like Tom Cruise was born Thomas Cruise Mapother, Mapother the 4th. And he just went with Tom Cruise. And one that most of us know, Nicolas Cage was actually born Nicholas Coppola.
That's right.
Francis Coppola is his uncle.
Right.
And he didn't want to be given a job based on his last name and who his uncle was. He wanted to earn his jobs. Madonna was born Madonna Louise Ciccone. Ciccone. Sorry.
That's the way it's spelled, though. You pronounced it for the way it was spelled, but...
Sorry, not awake yet.
You need to go spend some time in Jersey so you can understand the Italian names.
Right.
The only problem with... if you're from Jersey, you got to learn how to be a puppet. Because you control the head from down here. If you watch the guy standing around going...
And Julianne Moore, the actress, her real name is Julia Ann Moore. And Julia Ann Smith. And so she just combined it to Julianne Moore.
But, your original premise of looking for this, and you were saying, wow, let's see what these actors have changed their names from to make them seem cooler.
Right.
Now, did you find that I mean, they used to do it, and then they stopped for a while.
I think parents are getting better at naming their children or teaching children to embrace their names and who they are so that when they become an actor, actress, musician, they keep quite a bit of their original name.
Because now, like when MGM was creating actors, then you were the property of a studio, and they would go, "Okay, you're this, you're Biff Stew, and this is going to be your lifestyle, and you're going to marry, this other actress, and it's all going to be a story, and you're all going to be in the news every day." They were creating something, and now, do you think that's changed from then?
I do, because for the most part, actors don't become contract players for a studio. But I have a feeling a lot of this is going to change in the near future. Because if we look at what famous people have been naming their kids, I don't see, like, Elon Musk and his girlfriend named their child Exadark Sidriel.
Sidriel. It's a Sidriel. Why does that sound like an angel?
I don't know, but when your name's Exadark.
Probably from his favorite adult beverage.
And then Scarlett Johansson named her kid Cosmo. Maybe that's her favorite magazine. I don't know. But, and Emma Roberts and her partner named their child Rhodes Robert. Ed Sheeran. Lyra Antarctica.
See, now that name brings me back to the fake name gag from Life of Brian, and I can't repeat the joke.
Yeah.
But it was a Monty Python joke.
Monty Python, we probably can't.
Yeah, and the Lyra Antarctica reminds me of a joke name on that one.
Right. And then
For the
Orlando
Romans.
Bloom and Katy Perry named their child Daisy Dove.
Now, okay, I can see Daisy. Okay, and I'm reaching for Daisy.
Maybe because his last name is Bloom. Daisy is a flower.
Yeah.
So Daisy Dove.
Now, would you name, like in this our modern era, would you name a daughter Rose? Daisy.
Old names are coming
Ranunculus.
back. No. Old names are coming back.
Oh, okay.
So Daisy isn't. Cameron Diaz named a child Radix. Raddix. Radix.
You better be tough.
Nicolas Cage used the name Kal-El. Maybe he was trying to get the role in the next Superman movie.
There was, if you look that up, they had like pictures of him in the Superman costume. He was going for it.
Yeah.
Kal-El.
Kal-El.
Okay, that's beautiful. That's a comic book dad right there.
And then Jason Lee, Pilot Inspector. Sorry.
Get out! Pilot Inspector?
Yes. Pilot Inspector.
Why don't they just name him Inspector Gadget? He's gonna get beat up less.
And then Mike Myers used the name Sunday Molly for his child.
Okay, now that one is Sunday. A girl named Sunday. That sounds like a 60s song.
I don't know, I'm kind of like, okay, going back. It's still a 60s thing, or 70s thing. If it's Sunday Molly, is that what he needs on Sunday mornings to go to church? Is his Molly?
Their little mamas and the papas in there. Sunday Molly. Okay.
Okay, so, and then Gavin Rossdale and Gwen Stefani. All of their children. Apollo Bowie Flynn. Kingston James McGregor. And Zuma Nesta Rock. Yeah.
See, when you're rich and you can afford the really good narcotics, I guess these make sense.
Jay-Z and Beyonce, if you didn't know, they named their child Blue Ivy.
That sounds like a supervillain name.
Uma Thurman used the names Rosalind, Arusha,
Arkadina.
Altaloon, Florence.
Arkadina. That's a Russian. God, what does that mean? It's a Russian Arkadina. Arkadyevna is Dark Queen.
But this is Arkadina.
Arkadina would probably be Dark Princess.
And then Natalie Portman went with the name Aleph, Aleph. I believe that's a Jewish month, but I could be wrong.
Yeah,
Aleph.
I could be wrong with the Arkadina. You just.
Alicia Silverstone used the name Bear Blue for her child.
Bear Blue.
And I doubt this will surprise you that these people went with. But Cardi B and Offset used their name Culture Chiari.
Okay, so what we're looking at here is in the overall picture throughout history of famous people. They had Bob Smith is Alan Ladd, things like that. They changed it to something spunky and adventurous. And then there was a bunch of people who kept their names, but named their children spunky and adventurous names. So in the future, Sparrow James Midnight's going to change his or her name to Bob Smith.
Thanks to Nicole Richie.
Yeah.
And then Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey named their children Moroccan and Monroe.
Aren't you Moroccan Cannon? Why no, I'm Steve Jones. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
They're going to be changing their names to mundane things just because their parents are wackadoodles.
And then Kate Winslet, you chose the name Bear Blaze for her child. Ryan Gosling and Eva Mendes. This one, it surprised me. I didn't know that Ryan and Eva had a relationship. But they chose Esmeralda Amata. So I'm thinking one of them is a really big fan of The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh, I can hear
the
it
Disney
now.
movie.
What's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? Shut up, you guys. No, funny.
Okay. Gwyneth Paltrow chose the name Apple, which we knew a long time ago.
Brick.
Robert Downey Jr. His child is Exton, Exton.
I'm feeling pain for the children.
And this next one, I'm just going to spell because I'm not going to try and pronounce it.
Sergo.
Is the name that Sylvester Stallone chose.
And spell it.
Seargeoh.
Sergo.
Okay.
I'm truly just throwing it out there. I have no idea.
And then Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. We all know they chose weird names for their children. Now, I think Northwest is a cute name. Not one I would shackle a kid with. Can you imagine going to school and having the kids make fun of you because your name's Northwest?
Or
Saint, and the third one is Chicago.
the west side of Chicago. Is that the good side or the bad side?
I don't know. Well, on the west side of Chicago was was a man named Leroy Brown.
So you named your child after the shooting capital of the world because it's cool.
And Adam Levine's children are Geo Grace and Dusty Rose. Dusty Rose isn't strange, but the Geo Grace.
Yeah.
Now this next one really does not surprise me at all. It's Jamie Oliver.
Who is that?
He's a British chef.
Okay.
And his children are Poppy Honey Rosie,
Daisy Boo.
Daisy Boo Pamela, Buddy Bear, and Petal Blossom Rainbow.
Wow.
And then these ones we've known. It was Bruce Willis and Demi Moore, the parents, and their children are Rumor, Scout, Tallulah.
Tallulah Bell.
Yeah, Tallulah Bell.
I wonder, you hear Tallulah Bell and you go, gee, that'd be a great name for a paddle boat on the Mississippi. The Tallulah Bell.
Right.
For a girl living in Montana? No. Nope.
And then Sting named his child Fuchsia. I mean, everybody likes a good fuchsia.
Yeah.
But... And then Zoe, this channel, her child is Elsie Otter.
I wonder if he's in a jug band.
It's a cute name. I mean...
Elsie Otter?
Well, I wouldn't name it...
No. I mean, my brain is going through and going, and Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas comes to mind when I go,
Right.
hi, I'm Elsie Otter. I put a hole in the washtub. No.
Sorry, Ma. And then Frank Zappa has 3 children.
Tell the story about Frank Zappa. We talked about his name.
Oh, it's... His name is Frank Zappa. He just dropped the middle name. His name is Frank Zappa.
Wow.
But his children are Moon Unit, who had a great song in the 80s. Valley Girl. Dweezil and Diva Thin Muffin.
There's going to be so many of these children in therapy. I hate my mother. I hate my father. Well, tell me about it. Thin Muffin. I hate you too.
Diva Thin Muffin.
Diva Thin Muffin.
And then Bono chose the name Memphis Eve for his child.
Either a feminine hygiene product or a paddle boat on the Mississippi.
And then Forrest Whitaker chose the name Autumn, Sonnet, and True.
Autumn. Autumn I like. That's a girl's name.
I've known people named Autumn, but Sonnet, I've never heard of any child named Sonnet.
And you're going to hear things like, hey, have you seen Sonnet's bonnet? It's not funny.
She's a big fan of William Shakespeare.
Just trying to be true, dude.
So, and there were other strange names on the list I looked at. I chose not to include them because depending on the part of the country you live in, they're not strange.
They weren't strange, or were they a sad, terrible limerick?
No, I mean like naming your child Bingham. That's actually...
Oh, I know like 9 Binghams from Utah.
Yeah. So, names like that where, okay, they're really not...
Bad one way or the other.
They're ones we're used to hearing.
Yeah. If you're from Outer Mongolia, it's a completely common name. But...
Yeah. So,
Elsie Otter? Yeah, I don't know anywhere. I think you've made a good choice here. Because like Elsie Otter, I don't know anywhere where they... Oh, God, I went to school with like 4 Elsie Otters.
Yeah, I have a cousin Elsie, but her middle name is not Otter.
Now, I knew a guy named Otter.
Was his first name Elsie?
No. That was just a nickname.
So yeah, I have a feeling if these if these children of these famous actors, musicians, follow in their parents' footsteps, they'll probably be taking stage names. I could be wrong.
Yeah, we could be coming full circle here.
But I want to say good job to parents for naming your children names that they can work with in Hollywood, in LA. So.
Well, we've had a good giggle this morning. And if you took offense to our giggle, we apologize. Because honestly, if that's... I don't want to get a nasty letter from Blossom Rainbow going, hey, I like my name.
It's Petal Blossom.
Petal Blossom.
Rainbow.
Or Daisy Boo. Or Buddy Bear.
Or Poppy Honey Rosie.
I'll apologize to your face if you send me a note. Say, hey, yeah, my name is Geo Grace, and you were mean to me on your web show.
We're not trying to be mean to you. We're just stating that with names like this, children may go to stage names.
It's going all the way around. Jaime Rabinowitz became Bob Smith, and now it's going to come back around. Jaime Rabinowitz is going to change his name to Bob Smith again. Geo Grace is going to be Grace Jones or something like that.
Yeah, so join us tomorrow for Conspiracy Thursday.
Bum, bum, bum. Goodbye from Texas. You have a good day.
Love you. Like, subscribe, share.
And we'll chat with y'all later. Bye.